Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham Daily News and Update Show, the Breakfast Club for Wednesday, December 3rd. How is everyone doing today? It is hump day, and we are getting through this week. We are army crawling through this week, as we always are here on the Local Pundit, getting ready for the Saturday game against Preston North. And yes, we are very Parkinson heavy right now with the conversations that are going on the leader in the world of the BBC and in the world of Wrexham. But some good information coming out there, allowing some talking points that we're going to get to. As you can see on the thumbnail, it says sky's the limit. And Parkinson talks about more to come. He's talking about the January transfer window a little bit. And then we have Macca, who's talking about getting back into the squad, doing a job. There you go. Wants to get back on the pitch. I reluctantly don't want him out there, but hey, he is the captain, and they did talk to him today. We'll talk about that briefly, and then we'll talk about the fixtures that are coming up in January. It looks to be an absolute banger. Things that are going on. So, anyways, how's everyone doing on this Wednesday? How are all of you? We are what, December 3rd, 3,000 on our way to 5,001. Here we go. Welcome to the channel, and yeah, we are almost to the Saturday game against Preston North End, which we're excited about. Smash that like button, subscribe to the Local Pundit, get into the chat, get into the conversation, get into the Discord, and be a part of this awesome global community because more things are to come. And yeah, I'm excited to talk a little bit today too as people come in. Ruth is in the house. Alex is here, and Sean Deasy got the first like. Yeah, if you're not watching live, please smash that like button later on. It does help out. Become a member too. That does help out everybody. Tammy's in the house as well. What's up? Tammy. Tommy, not Tammy. Tommy. Bangers are also sausage. Yes, they are also some bangers are also sausage. I had some the other day too. JL's in the house. What's up, JL? How are you? Please put the names back. You too. Please do it. But anyways, let's get started here real quick about this. There's a Parkinson one. Well, yeah, we'll start with the top of the line because that's where we put it out there. We'll talk about the Parkinson. A couple good quotes here from him. There he is. That's one from, I think it's the Charlton match. Was it the Charlton match where Parkinson really wanted that one, which I thought was kind of cool. He says, more to come from Wrexham. More to come from Wrexham. Parkinson wants supporters to continue enjoying the club's championship campaign because he feels there is more to come from Wrexham. Now, I've been saying this over and over again that we haven't not peaked yet. And I think he says it in here too. And that's why I said the sky is the limit. And John, who just joined the chat, who just finished probably sanding his walls and putting up whatever he was doing in there. Welcome in, my friend. Good to see you. And good afternoon from Joyzy. Let's go Wrexham. I think you're new to the channel. I love that. That's a good one. And Rick's in from Cold, Indiana, and also John, like I just mentioned. Everyone's coming in, filing in. Marie's also in. Hey, Marie, how are you? Might see you in a couple weeks. And what's up, Hip Karma? But all right, let's talk about what Parkinson has to say here. I got my top of the line thoughts. Obviously, just turned 58 the other day, which is great. Parkinson said maybe there's not a slow start to the season, but we're sitting 10th in the table, 3 points away from the playoff places. I think that's really good. We talked about growing into the league, and I think that's where we're at. And he's very pleased in how it's going, and he says, enjoy it. And there's more to come. We have to enjoy it. There is more to come. And again, we do kick every ball. We're there every single day, kicking every goddamn ball, especially me with the watch alongs and everyone else that watches them too. It looks like we're getting into a decent championship team. Now, what does that mean? Everyone knows how tight the division is, says Parkinson. You never take your eyes off the ball, but I think the lads are enjoying the season. Now, I think they are too. I think there's been a little bit stop-start. We talked about the stop-start of the injuries and things like that have happened to us, but it does look like we are enjoying our football. I wish we were scoring more goals because I think our defense is solid. Now, having a solid defense is fantastic. We also need to score goals too. Parkinson says, I feel the supporters are as well enjoying the season. When I speak to a lot of supporters, when I'm out and about, I think everybody's really excited about the season so far and going forward, but it's a great division to be a part of. This is, in my opinion, the greatest division in the world. It is the Eiffel Tower of football divisions, and I absolutely love it. There is so much to talk about, and I know the gap between the championship and getting into the Premier League is very wide, with talent and money and everything. But as far as pure football purists and watching games week in and week out and having battle grit, and there's just like an old school feel about it, the championship is fantastic. And so are League One, League Two. But to be in this league is great. Obviously, we want to be in the Premier League, which we will get to eventually. But right now, I think that we are in one of the most exciting divisions for sure, and the toughest one. Parkinson goes on to say, everyone recognizes the championship as one of the most exciting divisions. There you go. And the toughest ones, but we're in the mix and we keep working hard, keep within ourselves and challenging all the positions as much as possible. True that. I mean, we've shown that I've got a few notes here for myself. Parkinson, is showing confidence that he doesn't think we've peaked yet either. And being in the position that we're in, with additionally with some of the teams that have gotten point deductions, and then maybe have stumbled a little bit here and there. Obviously, the teams that have come up have done well. Birmingham City to be exact, and Charlton for that matter as well. Parkinson, it's almost like getting those calluses, like we said yesterday, those calluses for the team to feel like they actually believe that it's not just about surviving, it's competing. I think we've clearly shown that we can compete in this league. We beat the best team in the league, that's going to get auto promotion, which is Coventry. That says something. Now, drawing to Blackburn was a good result. Ipswich and things like that, those are good signs that just come down. But we're not just surviving, we're competing. And there's an article here talking about what he's doing in January. I think it's more of a downplay article. This is what I kind of would expect from Parkinson. But I think we're in this division here to compete. Not that we didn't believe it when we came in. Obviously, the first game against Southampton was a kick into Paul Mullins. But now I think we're here to compete. And now I think there's the mindset, the shift has to be, it's like, okay, we're competing. Now, what does that really mean? Does that mean we can go and get promoted? Possibly. Can we get the playoffs? Maybe. Can we get the second auto promotion? It's in our radar. It's not impossible. Stranger things have happened, but I think it's the mindset of the team that the guys that are playing week in and week out that they can compete and not just survive. Now, adapting to the championship, Parkinson talks about some of the guys that have just come into. We turned the squad over with 13 players. Getting into finding new homes and getting adapted. I think, it might show a little bit in the performances that we still need a little bit more tightening in there. But, the gelling is done. We parked that by, I think it was October 31st. I think it was October 28th. That is parked. The tempo and the physicality of the team is there to compete in this league. So we have to be really proud of where we're at. And it's not easy to do so. Let me see. That Wrexham win versus Coventry was really a great one. Absolutely, it was. JT. I'm just gonna call you JT, bro. Jersey J. There you go, Jersey J. What's up, guys and gals? How you doing? John decking the halls. Yep. And Wayne says, "Morning, all. I believe we just got as good a shot as anyone from what I've seen so far, and that's kind of what I'm getting toward too. Listen, go with all the old tropes." Of everything that's going to be so, and John, fair play, and everyone else in there that say we have no chance of doing this. It doesn't show that we could do that. We can get promoted. Well, what the hell are we doing here then? If we can't think we're going to go compete and get promoted, what the hell are we doing? Yes, we can get kicked around. It can turn on a dime and have a run of games of losing in 5. But we can also win 5 in a row. I just don't. I don't disagree. I don't disagree with those with the thought process there. But also, I'm just saying, like, hey, we're here, we're competing, and I think we're kind of growing into the league. Parkinson says, I think there's a lot to look forward to, and more to come from us, and that's very fair. This team over the last couple seasons and getting back to back promotions has been a team that has shown better in the later parts of the seasons than in the earlier parts. Now, I've said this before too, and someone can disagree or agree with that too. Play the back of the jersey, not the front. And what do I mean by that? So, let's take Manchester United, for example. The history of the past of them is amazing. That's the badge. That's the badge and what they stand for. Winning titles, blah blah blah. But on the day, you're playing the guys in the back of the jersey. It's, which, they're not that great, for example. But, I think we've gone into most of our matches. Oh, yeah, we're playing Blackburn. But on the day, you go and play the guys that you're challenging up against too. And I think that mentality has to be said and has to be part of what it is. Yeah, love going to an away day at Southampton, or wherever, or Blackburn Rovers or Preston North End or Portsmouth. teams like that, Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday. But that's history clubs. That's kind of just like make believe. On the day, it's about getting out there, getting stuck in, winning your first, winning your battles, and going and playing the guys against you. And I think Parkinson does a really good job of us putting in a performance in that regard. Hold on, I have to shut the heat off. It's hot as balls. Hold on. Live show. Oh my God! Yes, the hospital room has heat in it too. Yes, we have not peaked yet. 4-peat. I think we're going for a 4-peat too. Maybe not. JT is fine. There we go. And on the way to 4,000. On the way to 5,001. On the way to 5,001. But listen, as he says here too, there's a lot more to look forward and more to come from us. Well, I hope so. And I think the mentality that we've had over the past few seasons has been, and what Rob and Ryan, the goals and what they want is to get to the Premier League. And everyone's going to say, no, you can't fucking do it. Can't do it. You just can't do it. So it's not impossible. And John, I'm going to talk about the next block of 6 games too in a second here. I see your shot right there. The next block of games till the FA Cup weekend is the one that sorts out the league. If you're within 5 or 6 points of the top 6, there's every chance of playoffs. Yes, this is where the rubber meets the road. This is where this is going to make it. I think we are in that make or break part right about starting on Saturday. John is absolutely right. And I will give the run of the games right there. Actually, I'll do that next. In a second after I do Parkinson's quotes here. He says, everyone keep enjoying it. I think we're enjoying it with a little bit of hesitation because, you don't want to like get over your skis a little bit unless you're Coventry City, if they are champions elect. He said every game has a feeling that it's got a big match atmosphere, and that's what the enjoyable thing is. I think our traveling support has been fantastic. They always talk about that. Gives that extra yard to the lads. Even though there was what game were we like a yard or 2 off? Was that 2 games ago? Whatever it was. It was the Bristol City match. Yep. It was the Bristol City match. And Esteban says, back. Sounds like a fun night. It does like a fun night. And wake up the next morning, your head will hurt. And Absolutal says, we can get there. We can get there. Parkinson goes on to say some of the stadiums we've gone away to. You can sense how much our supporters have enjoyed being at the grounds, like Middlesbrough, Leicester, Norwich, and Southampton. That's great for the supporters. That's great for all of us. But again, we on the pitch, we need to play what's on the back of the jersey, not the front. And I love that we're in this league. There's so many, like every single match, every single team is worthy of being in this league. It's awesome, whether they've come down or gone up or yo-yoed, Norwich City, whatever. It's great. It's a big league. He talks about Ipswich, saying that they never played there before. There's a lot of tick box exercises for supporters, and you can sense that in the ground. I want everyone to keep enjoying it because everybody connected with Wrexham are in their pinch themselves moments. Yes, I think we are. But at the end of the day, we talked about his pressure yesterday about going and winning football matches. We need to win football matches. We need to do that. We need to. I'm saying it. I'm not saying we're gonna get promoted 100% this season, but we need to get promoted. It's like the goal is Premier League. It shouldn't be happy. You should always be looking yards ahead and always trying to better yourselves. And I think that is what the mentality of the club has been. We've been beaten against all. We've beaten or drawn against all the top teams or favorites so far. So we've got the ammo. And Hip Karma says we are here at the highest and the highest the club has ever been. Achievements already. Yeah, achievements already. Now those are gone. You have to put those in the back, put them in the memory bank, and work off the next thing. You want to live on that? We can't rest on the laurels, but the achievements are fantastic for sure. And if we got the first promotion, like what would you say here? No. What's the next thing? I know that's not great. The achievements are there and they're impressive, but the goal is to get to the Premier League, and God knows what else can happen after that. Parkinson goes on to say, I want everyone to keep enjoying it. Everyone connect with Wrexham. Sometimes, as a manager, you don't get a chance to take a step back and review it because things are moving so quickly. I mean, whenever do you really see Parkinson actually celebrate? The only time we saw was at the Charlton match, which he really wanted that one. And then last time I saw it was when he got promoted, when we got promoted last season as well. But they're in the thick of it too, and you got to give, it's moving so fast, and it's kind of like you say, some of the players like see the picture. You got to slow it down and see the picture. It's really tough. They have to compartmentalize a lot. Him and his squad and his team and his managerial team have to really compartmentalize so they can work on a day-by-day basis. And there's a lot of moving parts. It's very impressive how they're doing it. So, but it's also tough to appreciate it until after the fact. But it's tough to be in it. It's tough to be in it, but you also got to enjoy it too. Okay, moving on from that. I know it's kind of like a little just a side diatribe there. Parkinson went on. Well, let's just talk about the James McClain thing, which listen, James is part of the squad. I know I'm giving a lot of shit. He said he's delighted to be back in the side. Now, this was an audio here. He's 36 years old. I think he did good for the first 2 games when he was out there. He did a really good job for us. Third game, not so good. 36 years old, 3 games in a bounce. Starting just didn't work. But, again, he's a warrior, he's a battler, and he wants to be out there, and he's doing it at 36 years old. He's a leader of men, but for him, saying he's getting called upon and he go out and does a job for us, it's great. So if you haven't listened to that, go listen to that. I'm not going to, it's like I said, it's just audio here. But I think he was happy to get it back there on the pitch and be a part of it too. He trains probably the hardest. Anyways, he does train the hardest, I'm sure, out there. But Father Time has defeated everybody. Josh, haven't paid attention lately. What? Are you going to Wrexham for Christmas? No, I will not be going to Wrexham for Christmas as far as today. And what do you mean you haven't been paying attention? What are you doing? What else could you be doing? Okay. Now, the other article I wanted to talk about too, what Parkinson was saying, won't make big changes in the squad in January. Now, I'll read the article and I'll have my thoughts on it too, and I want to get your thoughts on it as well. Talking about the players coming back, the J-Rod, the Cannons, Brunty coming back. Brunt is 1A for me. He played really well. But we talked about this yesterday too, about some of the players that are coming back that I don't know if they're going to feature. But hey, Parkinson's not going to say we're going to go into January market, which is already really, really hard to do, and go and buy players. That he's going to say, yeah, we're going to get rid of this guy. We're not going to use that guy. I think that he is tempering expectations, but I do see that we can go for 1 or 2 players. I think that's possible. David says Preston and Hull are our biggest hurdles this month. Preston twice, and we should be able to get at least 13 points out of 18. Knock on wood, no injuries. Jesus. Sealord is 15 minutes late this time. Some 1.5 speed Josh will allow me to catch up. Yes, do it, my friend. Do it, my friend. And saw you in season 4 Cosm episode. Saw you in the season 4 Cosm episode. Is that happening again? I will be at the Cosm on the 19th. I don't know if I'll be in the show, but I will be at the Cosm. I'm sure I'll see some of the people from the show. But hey, if they want to put me on, happy to do it. They're great. Okay, back to this. Parkinson says they'll continue to focus to work on the players they have in a fantastic position rather than make big changes to his squad in January transfer window. Now, no one makes big changes in the January transfer window, as you know. It's an addition here, or where we need backup or we need a starter. Very rarely, I would say, where, if ever, that someone in any club, top clubs, first tier, second, that they go and they buy a starter. I keep talking about the Josh Sargent thing. Yeah, I say it kind of tongue in cheek. I mean, very rarely do you go in January and you go and you get an absolute stud. It doesn't happen. So my thought on this is that we're sitting in good position. Let's see what happens in the next 5 weeks. 5 weeks. 5 weeks. And where we're at. I still think we will get 1 or 2 players. It's not probably going to be a Josh Sargent for sure. But I do believe that we're going to do some business. We lack depth a little bit here, but only because of injuries. But it has been, like I said yesterday, it's really interesting to me, or really unlucky for us, that we had both of our starting wingbacks go down with injury. That's very, 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 very unlucky, I would say. And Super Chimp says, we need a left wing back, maybe two. Can Doyle fill that role? I think Doyle can fill that role. I do. Shit. The show's ruined. It's completely ruined. It will be ruined. Gotcha. He's flipping me off. Actually, the guy came on. He's actually flipping me off. It's so weird. Relegation threatened clubs are usually the ones to go mental and bring in high numbers of players in January. Everyone else tweaks the squad as they can. Very much so. Very much so. And Marie will be at the Cosmo. Well, I will see you there, my friend. Parkinson goes on to say, we're always reviewing the situation as you go into January, like every club. But we made a lot of changes in the summer. We feel a lot of players have now settled into the new houses in the area and are getting to know the environment. We always have one eye on if the right player comes available. Obviously, if we have one player available in the back whenever he wants to come in. But we're enjoying working with the group, and we got what we've got. We got the players come back in the group, which they're going to now. I talked about this yesterday. I wanted to get this guy that's going to come in. I wanted to get his thoughts on it too, on the players that are come in. He might have his differences, but I don't think. I don't think some of the guys that he's mentioning here between Andy Cannon and hi, Elliot Lee. Oh, you got a plane over you. How are you? Show's over.
Way better looking than Aaron. Sean, way better looking than Aaron.
Oh, Aaron is not coming on. He's out doing whatever he's doing. What's going on?
I see Lord of Bravos watching you at 1.75. I reckon that'd be fun.
Moron. I mumble as it is. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I haven't seen you in a minute, so I thought I saw you're on. I thought I'd come in.
Yeah,
quick chat.
Hello. I'd love to have a quick chat. You have a show later, don't you?
Well, yeah, I have a show in 20 minutes.
You do? Oh shoot.
Yeah.
All right, we got 15 minutes. Let's go.
Which is fun. Like we just might roll it straight into pundit punts and be done with it.
Yeah, but hey, you know what? Sky's the limit, as you can see on the thumb there too. Yeah, what's going on? Oh shit, it's Ken. Oh shit, it's Ken.
Well, Sean's probably left now.
Yeah, he's like, I'm out. Oh my god. Parkinson here talking about January. We're not going to make too many tweaks. Well, no shit. I mean, but I also think the Andy Cannons of the world, the Elliot Lee, the Jay Rodriguez. I think probably the only one that may get a shout. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, it's going to be interesting because obviously that the squad list in January, you can play whoever you want. So I think we will get to see the J Rods and Andy Cannons maybe get a run.
Yeah, you think so? Maybe. Yeah.
Well, it's a free hit.
Yeah.
The question is, does it suit the team for the day, depending on who we're playing?
Yeah. I mean, the rotation squad is not heavy. Go ahead.
Good time of the year to freshen the team up, like freshen the squad up. If you're giving, like, say, a guy like Ben Sheaf a bit of a rest, He
was off. He was off the other day.
Well, 3 and 8 days is a lot for him.
Well, you talk about that, and then I go back to the Macca thing. Like, what? I'm not going to go. I don't want to go back on it, but Sheaf just can't do 3. And that was a lot. It looks like it. Ken is Silver Fox himself. Yes. Yeah. It's just hello. Hello. But as you talk about, December, we have without defeating the 8 championship outings, Parkinson. So we have Preston North End, right? They're in 5th, and then we'll go to Hull City, and then we go on the 13th.
We're home to Watford, I think.
15th, yeah, Watford. Then Welsh Derby, Swansea City, which you're going to be doing the watch along for that one. And then Sheffield United on Boxing Day. And then the 29th, Preston North End. And then we have a New Year's Day, 4 a.m. for me, by the way, to Blackburn.
Oh, listen to you. One early game. You're kidding. Stop it.
It's the new year. It's the new year.
Oh, I got a 4 a.m. game. Every game for us is like midnight, 1 a.m.
But it's New Year's. Not that I honestly on New Year's, I haven't spent a day. I haven't spent the last, I'd say, how long have we been there? Like a decade. I'm sure. I don't think Andy and I have made it past like 9:30. I would be honest. If you're being
What
honest.
happens when you get old, mate?
I know.
Yes, hip karma's into you too. Good on you, hip karma. You kidding?
I know. Hey, I didn't choose to live down under.
No, you weren't that lucky.
Yeah, I know. I'm not that lucky. I'm not that lucky. But yeah, what's going on in your world? I mean,
interesting. You know, I'm looking at these games. I had an interesting chat with Paddy the other day. Funny. And poor Sheffield Wednesday fans, because at that point when Paddy and I had this bet, Sheffield Wednesday were on -4 points, and I said they won't get back to 0 by Christmas, and he said they would.
Sorry.
So they're now at -10.
Then,
and there's no way they're getting back. They might never get back to 0 points at this rate.
I mean, it's got to be soul killing. You know what I mean? It's got to be absolutely soul killing. But
yeah, like you just know you're going down.
Yeah.
So the morale at that club at the moment must be at an all-time low. Yeah.
It's either it's going to motivate you or it's not. I mean, you can keep. It's almost like quicksand. They're in quicksand. You know, you can win a match, but really, does it really do a difference?
Does it matter?
Yeah.
At this point in time, like, and what the hell's going on with Leicester? Where's their points deductions coming? Seriously?
Yeah. I mean, so John says they knew they were going to go out to the -12. I mean, yeah. Safe bet, Ken, says John too. And also, it's weird just to be home for a football match at the race course. You guys think what? You guys not dissecting it?
It's weird to just be home from a football match at the race course. Was that a women's game? Or what are you talking about? Great Cup win.
I guess it was the kids. I don't know. The under 18s. I mean,
under
18. Dude, we do the best we can to cover the club. We can't cover
how many? There's only so many minutes in every day for us.
I know. Jesus. The Wrexham Academy versus Portmel. Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. How are we going to discuss something we haven't seen? Great win.
Well, I thought it was a great game. The way they passed that ball across at the 45th minute, Josh, I thought was amazing.
I actually really liked number 12.
Yeah, and the way he headed it.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on, I'll go to the site. Here we go. Welcome to the fucking channel. Under 18s, 5-1 against Port Vale Youth Cup.
Well, actually, in all seriousness, though, what I do like is I'm starting to see. I reckon the academy players over the next couple of years, you're going to see a significantly stronger academy team.
Yeah,
as we're bringing in all this talent, because we're now an attraction club.
Yeah, I guess we should be. There it is. There it is right there. Under 21s, Wrexham Academy 5-1, 4-1, 5-1 Port Vale. Ken 5-1 Port Vale, crushing. Sammy Chesworth scored twice as Wrexham beat 10-man Port Vale to advance to the FA Cup Youth 4th round with a victory at the Stoke Keras. There we go. Now we've covered it. Now we've got it. Thank you for that.
And did you see Blackburn and Ipswich's catch-up game, 1-1 draw yesterday?
Yeah, I did see that. Just to back up what Matt Al says, I'm at home for the race course. Should he be talking about the match? That's why I was here. Yeah, I had no idea that was.
We love you, Matt Al.
Yeah, I love you too, Matt Al. I love you too, Ken. Was Mark Griffiths on commentary? I don't know.
Probably, yeah. And Hip Karma's Hip Karma's a smart woman.
Well, that's very true.
Very smart woman. She agreed with me.
Yeah. And you're right about that. We are an attractive club. We are a very attractive club. We are very attractive.
And getting more so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like our channel, but
So look, it's coming. So that's the years to come are looking very, very good for us. But in terms of you, I'll circle back to, I think 2 maximum 3 players in January is what we'll get.
Yeah.
Maximum. It might only be 1.
It might only be 1. Well, you reckon? I think,
and it won't be Sargent. I'm disagreeing with you.
It won't be Sargent. It won't. He's not coming. There's just no way. I think Hardy's gone. I think Hardy's going to be
Maybe. Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. He doesn't feature at all. And also, if I don't, if is he going to go and get another big striker? I don't know if he'll do that.
I'll tell you what, if he does, okay, so if he does, that is the only thing I don't like about that is it is a massive sign of intent of how we play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it doesn't show, it shows less flexibility in how we might play our games.
Yeah. Do you think that in this weekend, I know it's kind of getting ahead of him, jump around. Do you think that Doyle can play at Kakach's back, that left wing back role?
Yeah, he could. Yeah. He showed enough signs. He's not as mobile, I don't think, as Kakache as a general rule, but he looked very good. But I mean, it was just a massive all-out attack to try and get back in that game. So it's sort of not a standard structure late in the game when you're just chasing a game.
Yeah,
you're just going at it.
Yeah, he may give it to Mac again, which will terrify me. But it is what it is. Rob G says we're not getting a new striker. I don't think we are either. I think Parkinson, from the article I just read there about him saying, we got players coming back from injury, like new signings. It is a free hit during January. I would say probably two. I would say
I'm with Ted Nelson, by the way.
Yeah, I would love one. Totally.
Yeah, I'm with you, Ted. Yep, you're a smart guy.
Yep. I mean, you guys are like mind melding right there. Hap says,
no, I just agree with him. He's the smart one.
Yeah. Don't give him jump. Blackburn.
Don't put me in the smart category, Josh. Come on, let's be serious.
I'm out. Me either. The draw versus the Blackburn Ipswich draw was very beneficial to us. What's the table? We're in 10th, right?
Yeah, we're in 10th. I mean, Ipswich 7th, only 2 points ahead of us.
Yeah, here you go.
And Blackburn stayed down on 21. The biggest benefit to us there, because Blackburn was up 1-0, is that obviously it took 2 points away from Blackburn. They would have been on 23 and only one game behind us. So, but everybody's played. So Blackburn and Ipswich caught up their game. Everyone's played 18 games.
Yep.
We are literally motoring towards the halfway point of the season at Christmas time.
Yeah.
We're 5 games away from the halfway point.
Yeah, look at this. I mean, we could, look at this is tight. I would say from 31 to 26, 25. It's so tight. Look at this. Look at these numbers.
Not to give John Merrill too much credit,
Don't do it.
So it wasn't him that said it. There we go. You get a 3 or 4 game winning streak now. It makes a massive difference to where you sit on the table.
Yeah. You know what's really interesting too, as I see this, -3 goal diff for Millwall. Holy ball.
Well, because they got absolutely spanked by Coventry early in the season.
They did. They lost 5 games and they're sitting 3rd.
Yeah, 9 wins. 9 wins.
Yeah, we have 6. We have 8 draws. This is our problem right here. This right here.
8 draws.
Yeah, 8 draws. That's it. Those draws need to be wins.
Well, you turn 2 of those draws into wins, just 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's an extra 4 points, and you're currently sitting tied with Preston and Stoke.
Yeah, we're sitting 4th, basically. 4th, 5th.
That's how tight this league is, and that's what makes it so great to watch.
Oh my God, that's great. Think about that. Just 4 points, we'd be right at 30. We honestly, I would be insufferable right now about how good we are.
Whoa. More insufferable.
More insufferable. I'd be more insufferable. God knows no one wants to listen to a dumb Italian-American dude talk about Wrexham, all day. Christ, I'm surprised we even have one viewer,
You like the way John Merrill's just gone and paired his team up with Coventry right there.
Yeah, look at him.
Yeah, you guys, us and Coventry.
Yeah.
Well, Coventry is actually, only 15 points ahead of you on the league, John.
I know. Who said that was going to happen? Called it. I said it. Oh, I said it in like July. Just saying. Yeah. Won't need the mobility against Preston. They will just hoof it in your box at any opportunity. And I wish we had I wish they had advertised the youth game more. I missed the email. It said it was starting on Mixler. I don't know. It sounds
Mixler. So is that? Is that just audio or video, Marie? Please let me know.
So here we go. Mixler is an app that Mark Griffith used to commentary on matches back. And
so it's audio.
Yeah. And Matt says the number 7 player was great. So,
okay. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
So I think looking at that, I mean, it's interesting now, as we look forward coming into Christmas and New Year. This run now starts to. By the time we hit New Year's Day, there will be a tiny bit of separation. It'll still be fairly tight, in my opinion, but there might just be teams that have slipped too far, because teams like Sheffield United are starting to fight their way back towards the bottom of the mid-table.
Yeah.
Teams like Preston have managed to keep themselves right up the very top. Millwall has managed to drag themselves from the bottom half of the mid-table right up into third spot at the moment.
So am I talking about being insufferable? More insufferable. At the beginning of the show, I was just talking about Parkinson giving the confidence in us switching our mentality to survival to actually competing. I think if we get through this next period, what's happening? I think that we can really grow. If we could get some of these, if we could score goals, because we don't score goals. We left 1 goal in November. We barely score goals. Yeah. Yeah.
Looking at that, goals for, what are we? 23 goals for, 20 goals against. Yeah. Against, taking out Coventry, Ipswich has scored 30 goals, 7 more goals than us across 18 games. So, less than half a goal a game. So it's not as bad as you think.
No, and I don't think it's bad per se, but I'm just saying, because we've had this problem in the past. I call it a problem that we don't score enough goals. I'm not saying Coventry level goals, but like you just said, if we had an extra 4 points, oh my days, we'd be in.
Yeah. I mean that's this league. Well, it's any league, but this league more so than any other league, because all the teams are so much closer in talent, ability, tactical prowess. It's a title. It's the tightest league we've played in. Yeah.
This is a good shout, by the way. Parky, Rob G says Parky has built a team now to get us to 10th, even with important injuries. No need to buy in players are sudden strangers to the team. 10th isn't the playoffs yet.
Well, Rob,
it makes a good point. I get it, but
it's a very good point. But it's just 2. It's 2 players. 2 good players could be all the difference. 2 players doesn't change the chemistry of a team.
Yeah, it doesn't. 13 does with 2 players, key players.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Well, to my point, the beginning of the season, like 8 new players massively changed the chemistry of a team.
Oh yeah, you know that. I won't say it. Let me see. I paid to hear dumb Italian dude being insufferable about how good Wrexham is. Yes, you do.
But do you pay enough, Sean? That's really the question. Do you pay enough? Yeah, because there's useful information, and then there's entertainment.
Yeah.
And
what's the number one rule? What's the number one rule of the local pundit?
Entertain. Have fun.
I mean, were we having fun yet? Okay.
I'm also still curious if Ken's house smells of mahogany and strawberries. I don't understand that reference, but is it a Ron Burgundy reference? Rich mahogany?
It might be a Ron Burgundy reference. I don't know. It could be. It could be. John says the draws will kill you in this league, and you have drawn too many. Well,
not like just John, but it can turn very quickly. Like you mentioned, if you put 2 or 3 wins on the bounce now, all of a sudden, if you had 3 wins on the bounce, all of a sudden you'd be 9 wins, 8 draws.
But look who has less losses than they have 6. Look at loss. They've lost 6. We've lost
6 losses in this league. That's absolutely kills you. It kills you.
That'll kill them, right? Oh my God. Yeah. I love it. Oh man. Matt Office. Sorry. We saw it last year in the championship very often. There was only 1 game to make the playoffs or not. We need to start scoring. I think so too.
John asked who's drawn the most games. Yeah, John, we're a very friendly club. We like to share it around.
Yeah, we want to. Sheffield actually. Oh, it's losses. Do we have the most draws? We do have the most draws.
8. Yeah, 8. Yep.
Ipswich at 7. Oxford with 6. I mean, yeah. We can all turn it around.
Put it this way, 18 games in, I'll take 10th spot.
Me too right now. Yeah.
We've set the platform, John, to just go in and pass every team that's within six of us. Any team that's within 5th and 10th right now, we're going straight past them.
Yeah, done. Just gone. Middlesbrough being up there, there's a lot of good sides there. There's a lot of good sides there.
Well, this is the thing. Like, you look at the teams you got to get past. You got to get past Birmingham, Ipswich, Bristol, Preston. If you want to go higher, you're talking about Stoke, Millwall, Hull. Yeah, Hull. Stoke, Millwall, Middlesbrough. Coventry's written their golden ticket almost. Coventry keeps this lead come Christmas, New Year.
It's over.
It's not definitely over, but it pretty much is.
Yeah, 32 goal difference. It's insane, and they've had a good. They're lightning. They're absolutely lightning to follow.
Yeah.
Well, I know you
Southampton are on the rise, although Southampton did have a little hiccup in their last game. I thought they were going to win that game and they didn't. So it's interesting. We say that, John, but like you said, it's momentum. And, it only takes one. Well, okay, so say Southampton lost again this weekend, 2 losses on the bounce. Would you have that same, would you say they'll be in the top 6 then? You'd probably go, oh, no, their form ran out and they're now drifting. And that can happen in this league. Like it's
win 5 in a row, lose 5 in a row. They did that last season too.
One lucky goal, one turn of fate, one red card.
One injury.
Totally changes the momentum of the game.
Yeah. I thought the one rule of the show was shoot the rehearsal. Well, no, that's the motto, shoot the rehearsal. The rule.
The motto, shoot the rehearsal.
Yeah.
The rule is Josh is always right.
Yeah.
And the rest of us ignore that rule.
Yeah. It's like, this is no way. There's no way. You have a show coming up so you're going to do your show.
Well, I do, which is on basically now.
Okay.
So, did you want to come back in? And what we should do is just so anyone that's logging into that show, we could shut this show down and start up punt straight away.
Yeah. Who else is coming on with you?
No, mate, no, just you, Josh. And we might invite John.
Okay. I have a few minutes.
Let's think about it.
I have a few minutes, so I can pop on for a few minutes and say hi, and then John can come in and he can drive me to the rest of the show. So
okay, guys. Well, it's going to be 30 seconds. You're going to see another show.
Yeah, there you go. And on that
get us out of here, Josh.
And on that bombshell, we'll see you on 30 seconds.